playing Irish music for?
Since I was a child. I suppose 10 or 11 years of age, I'd say. I started with a comb and a piece of paper, and I made music out of that. I had people dancing for that. I was always good at the old singing when I was young, but I'm not as good now as I was then, like. I was very good then. But I wrote some that into a Jew's harp. Cut my tongue in it a couple of times, knocked the scalp out of my tongue. So I threw that away after a while. It was too laborious, and I had a sore tongue for a long time after it. Then I roasted a whistle, which I still play, which I have here with me, and a harmonica as well.
Very interesting instruments.
Well, they keep me going anyway. That's my hobby, my main hobby, when I get time to practice, but I don't practice very much lately.
So what was the first instrument that you've put your hands on and started playing?
The whistle mainly was the main instrument I got stuck in then, yeah. I couldn't rise to anything else for a while after that then, because money was scarce at the time, as you know. That was during the war, Hitler's time.
And was there
everything was rationed, it was hard to get stuff in.
Was there a lot of music going on in your household when you were a young kid?
Not in my particular house, but the neighbours' houses. We used to go around to them, you know. In the neighbours' houses. Not in our particular house, because the family, they were too interested in the drink and the smokes and all that. I was never interested in that stuff.
And you
I'm the only one who came into the music.
It's very interesting, yeah.
That's right, yeah.
And do you play in pubs and bars and one of these?
No, I don't play anywhere, never played anywhere.
Would you like to?
Well, I would, but I have a taxi at the moment. I tied up with a taxi now at the moment, so I have no time much for the music now at the moment. So.
And do you play music in the taxi?
Sometimes I might meet a couple of Yanks I had a couple of Yanks in the car one day, and I opened the glove compartment at the traffic light, and I saw the whistle. They said, "Do you play that thing?" I said, "I do." And I pulled it out and I gave them a fucking blast, you know, and they thought it was great. So they paid me the fare anyway, and they said, "There's so much for the entertainment." It's the end of the journey.
You got something out of it?
That's right, I got good money. That happened a few times.
So what are your favourite songs that you like to perform?
Irish country songs mainly.
All Irish or mainly Cork ones?
Well, Irish songs in general. I don't practice so much now, but if I had practice, I'd be okay, you know.
And what do you think of do you think young kids should start listening to more Irish music than doing it?
I say they should, but they don't go down too well in the city. The kids in the city are not interested in that. There's too much entertainment going on for them, you know. They're out in the pubs at night, and they're going in for the drink, and they're going in for this and that, and that's the problem around the city. They're not interested in music. They're more interested in the bottle than they are in the music. That's the problem.
So if you had a chance to be in an Irish band, would you pick that up straight away and drop the taxi?
That would be one of my greatest glories, to be in a band, if I could make the grade.
But you're still waiting on
if
that.
If I had any group interested in me, I'd be off.
You'll find if
I'd pack up the taxi and I'd go off with it.
There's a few out there that'd be interested.
If there is, I'd like to see them coming to me.
And over across the seas, do you think Irish music is played more? Like, do you think you should be played more of it?
They're more interested in England now than they are in Ireland, in the pubs in England. I've sang songs in pubs in England, and they go down very well over there. They don't go down so well here. Even the Irish in England they go mad about them, because they're away from home, you know, and they like to hear something Irish.
That's true, I suppose.
But then when you play here, there's no interest in it here then. But if they meet them over in England, they're different. That's the way it is. I spent time in England as well.
How long did you spend in England?
6-month periods. Make a few bob and come back, and go back again. When the pockets get empty again, I'd be back again. That's the way it was.
So do you know anyone else that plays other instruments like yourself?
Well, I have a son. He plays the guitar, and there's a couple in the family plays music. There's Rachel now, the granddaughter. She's the world karaoke champion singer, so she plays the piano as well, and the guitar as well. So there's music in the family in general.
And you think they'll carry that on with their kids and grandkids?
Oh, they will. Sure, Rachel is a teacher now. She's a primary teacher, so she's training kids anyway in the piano and the things, you know. And she trains them how to play the guitar as well.
What other instruments do you play?
I play the mandolin, I play the tenor banjo, the old keyboard, a few tunes on the keyboard, and the whistle, the harmonica, which I have here, and the whistle.
Could you give us a demonstration with one of them?
The whistle, do I play the whistle?
Yeah.
I play a medley of stuff.
Oh yeah, nice soft melody.
It's a bit of a blockage. The old whistle is a better pair.
Needs repairing, so does it?
Huh?
Needs a repair, does it?
Well, I have a couple of good ones, but I can't find them. This is cracked, the whistle, and this is cracked, you know.
And how long have you had that one?
I haven't it very long at all, but I had it in the glove compartment of the car, and the heat cracked the whistle, you know. And so that's the problem.
And you play at, say, at family gatherings, like at Christmas time, you know, when you're with your family?
Oh, I play with family out in Blair, yeah. I give them an old tune now and again, yeah, that's right, yeah. There's a couple of whistles out there, but I can't find them.
And I suppose you like to sing as well. Like, did that come with playing the instruments, or did that follow up?
Yeah, well, I sing, and I sing without music as well. With the granddaughter now, she plays as karaoke, and I sings away without music, you know. But I sing one for you.
Go on.
I was a teenager. I was one time, you know. Sure, I was a teenager in 1968. I had long, jaggy hair and a crack. It was great. I wore flary trousers and wrinkled kicker shoes, and the Vietnam War was always in the news. Now everything was changing, everything was new. Throw out all the old stuff was the in thing to do. The girls wore black mascara all around their eyes, and they wore micro mini skirts way up to their thighs. I was a teenager in 1968. I had long jaggy hair and a crack, it was great. I wore flary trousers and wrinkled kicker shoes, and the Vietnam War was always on the news. Now teenagers of the 90s, no matter what they say, your parents look so perfect, but they were devils in their day. Your father had a mini car, no room to coat at all, so he often had a better coat up in the wall. Your mother wore a mini dress miles above her knee. She had no inefficient, she was young, slim and free. Now the next time you stay out late and your parents shout at you, tell them the JCB man with the big bamboo told you a thing or two. I was a teenager in 1968, and I had long jaggy hair and a crack, it was great. I wore flary trousers and wrinkled kicker shoes, and the Vietnam War was always on the news.
That was excellent. It's a lovely song.
It is. It's crowd going, I suppose, sometimes, you know.
I suppose it might...
In a pub, especially when you have a few drinks in them, you know.
Everybody be singing that song then, so...
Yeah, there's something like that gets them going, you know.
And getting back taxi thing, how long have you been driving the taxi for?
Oh, I suppose 30 years anyway, at least. Well, I was on it before, and I packed it up for a number of years, and I went on to the building trade. I became a professional builder, and I came back about 7 years ago.
And I suppose, was there anything that interested you? Like, did the taxi thing interest you? Was that just to make money?
Well, it's a way of making money, but the money now, what the regulators don't to us, is after crippling us, you know. We're not getting paid for luggage and things like that. And they're sitting there saying, we'll tell them a story now when they come around to the door for a vote. I'll tell them where to get off.
And do you sing in the taxi
I'd
when
say
you
you better take that back now, or I'm tearing it up, they'll take it back with you. So you'll have to fecking us up in the taxi business.
Well,
but my interest is trying to save a bit of money to build a house, you know, make a guest house out of it or something like that. But what the regulators done to us now, I can't. I want Richard know over what he's done to us.
No, I suppose so, but that's one man's opinion, I guess.
That's right, yeah.
So do you sing in the taxi for the passengers, just regular Irish people if they...
Yes, I had a couple of Yanks one day coming down Kinsale roundabout, and of course the light, we were held up there for a while, and I opened the lock and they said, do you play that thing? I said, I do, I said. I pulled it out anyway, and I played them a tune, and they were delighted with it, they were clapping, and they said it was great. So I got it into the journey anyhow, and they said, there's the fare, paid me extra for the fare, and they said, that's for the entertainment. And that happened a couple of times.
I suppose, but it did, and...
but that's what happened to the whistle, the heat of the glove compartment cracked the bloody whistle in that. And
would you bring any instruments, like the small ones that you have in your taxi, or would it just be the tin whistle or harmonica?
Well, I used to bring the tin whistle, and I don't bring it anymore now, because the whistle cracks with the heat of the old heater, you know.
Oh, well, it's you better be careful.
Oh yeah, I don't bring it with me anymore.
Safe than sorry, I guess.
That's right, yeah. They're a bit expensive now. They're not penny whistles anymore. No, they're a few bob now, you know.
I suppose there's no such thing as cheap instruments.
Oh, yeah, they were called a penny whistle one time, but they're not penny now. You won't get nothing for pennies now.
They'd be a few quid.
Oh, you get nothing for pennies now. Well, it'll be, it was 70 or 80 euro, I suppose, anyway, for that one now. 60 or 70 euro, I suppose, for that.
And if you had a chance to teach other kids to play Irish instruments, like like I suppose maybe the tin whistle or whatever, would you do that? Or
if they were interested in it, I would, but they're not interested in it, you know.
Like, would you try to persuade them to be interested in it?
Well, I don't. The grandchildren at home anyway, I'm taking pattern by them. They are not a bit interested in it anyway.
So you have enough to deal with, so?
I have enough to think about my own nooks and crannies, you know.
But I suppose at our parties we play the All Irish music ourselves and the national anthem.
Oh yeah, the national anthem as well, yeah. That's right, yeah.
Yes, well that's it, is it?
All the acquaintance, and I had a few tunes in the trumpet one time. I got a full award, I gave it. I made about 4 or 5 tunes in the trumpet. I packed it up, I got tired of it. The old values just the seasons when I gave it up, and I got fed up with it.
Lost interest, so?
It was, I had a wide interest in music, yeah, really.
Well, I suppose then once you stuck with the music and the instruments you play, that's fine?
That's right. I stick with a couple of bits and pieces I have anyway at the moment. And I have my taxi anyway, so that'll have a rest.
Yeah. And is the harmonica hard to play, or is it easy?
There's nothing hard when you know how to do it. I'd say the hardest thing to learn from scratch would be the whistle. To perfect the whistle from scratch is about the hardest. Because in this, the notes are there. You have to make the notes a lot in that, you know what I mean? Similar to a trumpet, you know. You have to
so there's more effort in the whistle than the harmonica?
Well, yeah, that's right, yeah.
Well,
there's only 3 keys in the trumpet. You have to make the notes there yourself. But the whistle is hard enough from scratch. You can learn the basics all right, but...
And have you ever played the recording at all?
The accordion. I used to play the button key accordion. I traded it in for the keyboard. I was sorry I got rid of it after.
Well,
I traded that in.
I'm sure you can get another one.
I might get another one. I might do, yeah. But it's highly unlikely now. I have enough to keep me going now at the moment.
Yeah. And would you pass these instruments on to your grandchildren?
I can pass it on to the granddaughter Rachel anyway. She'll play it anyway.
But you should have someone to pass it on to, I guess.
Oh yeah, she'll play it anyway. She will.
Well, John, that was very interesting interview. I guess now I'd be more into the Irish music than I was before, so
Yeah. Try and get into it anyway, because it's great and it keeps you alive a lot longer.
well, I got more surprised with the viewers. John's going to be playing one more tune for us, so could you give us a demonstration with your harmonica?
The harmonica, I will, yeah. The boys of the County Cork.
Oh yeah, since we're in Cork. That was excellent.
Not
That was a lovely tune.
Not
and everybody in Cork loved that.
Good life in that one, yeah. There is, yeah.
It's a great Cork song though, isn't it?
It is a good Cork song, yeah, it is. So, that's it.
Well, I guess so. The people are interested in Irish music like yourself, and I'm sure they'd be proud of this.
We can leave it at that, that's good.
Okay, that's it.
Thanks very
Done.
much. Thank you.
Thanks.
Wow. Is that the end, so is it? Yeah. Okay.
Was it all right?
Yeah, it certainly was.
Well, you didn't see from the start, did you?
I didn't see from the start.
Well, you would have
I made a few mistakes.
I was